Welcome back to the Clan Quest mod. Garcia here. And in the last episode, guys, we started Santa Monica here. And we have all the quests set up here for the hospital, so let's just start. Alright, hey sir. Okay, so probably my favorite part of Santa Monica here. Alright, oh, I almost forgot about
wait your
the...
Alright, go on back.
There you go, so no setup for the hacking upstairs there. I almost forgot about her. Good old Heather here. Alright, so I'll have to fight my way up there.
Please.
Alright.
My insides.
We're so bad.
I'm sorry, miss, but you're going to have to wait outside. See here now. I've got a man in the...
Alright, bro. I've heard it before. Going to be interesting to actually have her in the Santa Monica Haven, because I'm not going to get the Haven back in downtown, right?
You.
Keep going. Let me see how she's doing now. Yeah, the hitbox here is atrocious.
I just need some rest now.
Well, it's depressing. So yeah, I have no clue where she stays on what she does in the Haven there, because I don't remember ever, maybe like once or twice in my life that I didn't get the Haven back in downtown. I never mistreat LaCroix because I've explained this before, but not because like I don't want like RP like a character that like happens to be like very like protective of its like own freedoms and stuff. Not that I like to just play a character that happens to be like very aligned with the Camarilla and like a ass kisser and stuff. But it's just objectively easier in this game to play with a character like that than it is to play with anything else. So it's way more like a situation of like trying to min-max and try to play the game at its fullest potential in terms of like how many XP points you can get, than necessarily like an interpretation choice, like an RP choice. Well, I'm going to pick a Bruja, it's going to be like full-on Anarch, and I'm going to like treat everybody like this and so on, which you can do. Obviously, the game gives you the freedom to do that, but it's not optimal, like by any stretch, you know? So that's why I usually don't do it. But we'll be doing it during the playthrough here, and funnily enough, not with a Bruja, right? Good old Gangrel lady here, Miss Gracie. All right. Suspicious. Okay. All right, so we got the book, the PC book, so we can use it already. There's no reason to hold on to this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to have trouble raising my persuasion because of the Gangrel thing here.
I told you, I will get out of here. Wait now.
Come on, ask for like 1,000. Why 75? My God.
Deal.
There you go. Yeah, that part is fixed, right? The apartment thing there. That whole section was fixed in more recent versions of the unofficial patch. Alright, so I need to feed on this guy, so let's shoot here, Dr. Malcolm. Well, we have a Gangrel with 4 hacking early. That's amazing. But really, when you think about it here, it's more a case of like the wits doing the work here. Because I usually always put a pointing computer anyway. And also, we'll be finally able to be using the dodge book. We never use the dodge book because every time I play mostly Victoriadors and clans like that, so I always have like 2 or 3 here in talents, in dodge specifically. So finally I'll be able to make use of it. which is great. Alright. Okay, so I'll have to kill this guy, I think. I don't have any discipline that is going to help me here, do I? No, not really. Yeah. And I won't be able to convince this guy using regular methods here. I'm pretty sure that you have different socials that maybe can like seduce the guy or intimidate the guy. That's not the case for me.
This area is.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be leaving, I promise. Alright, so at least we're not going to lose too much humanity here. Just 1 point. Not the problem of always playing Toreadors, right? You lose a lot of humanity points, especially early, if you decide to just kill your way out of trouble here. Which is not what we're going to try to do here, but this time around, not much of a choice. Obviously, you can do like the old school way of like sneaking around here. Oh yeah, it's 6. Okay. Oh, I have 6, right? Yeah, I have 5 already without blood buff, so I should be able to open everything. So let's try to open everything in one go here. Alright, I don't need to sneak around anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Can do this? Ah, damn it, I hate when the game does that. There you go. Because the game forces you to sometimes, right? Especially when you're opening stuff with like lockpicks. You are like this, and you need to open the door, but you cannot interact with the door at all, even though like the icon is down there. So you have to back up, remove the icon from the screen, then try again. That's super annoying. Almost killed me here. Not killed me. Forced me to use like 3 extra blood points, but worked out. Yeah, let me just go and get the key here. No, not here. But this one, I will open it using the PC anyway. Here. Okay. Got stuck for a second. What's new? Okay. Alright. TS door. Sorry, you slip. Good. For a guy that doesn't RP as much as I don't, I always have this thing about like purposefully, that's a tough word for me to say, not typing passwords that I know into the PCs all over the game. But yeah, that's the one part, that's the one concession that I always make to myself, is to raise hacking. To this day, I never made a playthrough with like a bunch of passwords written down and like didn't put a single point in hacking. So that never happened, because I just don't like playing the game like that, you know. Even though I've done this like 40, 50 times maybe, you know. Alright. That's actually an interesting discussion, because I was thinking about speed running. And not like me speed running something, but about like speed running in general. And oh yeah, I got the morphine, right? Here, bloody mess. Bang. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I was thinking about speedrunning, because speedrunning is an interesting thing, because it can make you like a game even more if you're like the world record holder and so on. Or if you're like really good at it and can do like amazing things in the game. But it can also make you completely despise a game and never want to like play it ever again after you're done running it. So that's why the thought never crossed my mind.
You next up for
You offering, bro?
right down to business.
How much?
If you
How much you got? So the prices are the regular prices
Need a
here. Back room.
Employee. She did.
Go ahead, call her.
Opened.
There you go. He puts it out here.
Oh no, wouldn't like that. Wouldn't like
Oh,
that, Queen bitch.
sorry.
Queen
Wrong.
bitch would say no to that. Mustn't do it.
Shut up,
Mustn't
bro.
do it. Must do it. Yes.
So yeah, the thing with speedrun is that it is impressive for sure when people can do that.
Who are you? I think you.
Excuse me. Okay. All right. So I cannot get the password from here, but I can hack the PC either way, so it's okay. Just don't kill the guy. Yeah. So I watched a bunch of speedrunning. I actually really enjoyed the idea and like the skill that it takes. So I watched like Dragon Blitz for like Castlevania Symphony of the Nights, and I watched like Bakasoup for like Resident Evil speedruns and stuff like that. And a bunch of other people for like Granny speedruns and games like that. I really enjoy the grind, you know. I can see like it being fun and interesting, despite like the problems that I have with it. That said, ooh. All right, there you go. My God, I thought I broke the game here. All right, just wanted to check. Am I already at the Virgil Crumb part of the quest, or have I done that in the last episode? I don't remember. The Hunted Hunter. Yeah, I can already check it here. Well, 5 quests at the hospital here, actually. One day you shall survive. You'll be in a mod, like before you die, you know? Okay. Alright, but back to the speedrunning thing for a second here. So I do enjoy like the idea of speedrunning. The problem is, as I said, the risk of you're not like enjoying the game anymore. And there's nothing more like divorced from a game in terms of like immersion than just like repeating the game over and over again just to get a faster time or find some sort of like shortcut or glitch or bug that you can exploit, you know? That is so like mechanical and so like far removed from what gaming is as an experience, you know? That's, I enjoy watching it and I enjoy the idea of it, but I would never do it. That's why in all Resident Evils that I have ever played, you have to like, oh, you need to complete the game in under like 3 hours to get this infinite weapon and so on and so on. I have never ever done that because it's just not something that I want to do and not a quote-unquote relationship that I want to have with the game, you know what I mean? And yeah, the infinite weapon's cool, whatever, but that would get old so quickly. Like so super quickly. I've been asked before if I cheated ever in this game to finish a run or something. The answer to that is no. The only times... Oh wait, I did not get the password yet, I don't think. So the only times in which I have to use any sort of help in terms of like using the console and stuff is for basically either like getting my character unstuck or if there's like a very unique bug to maybe get me to the next room or something like that. But I've never used like God mode or something like that. I don't care about that, like in the least. It's not enticing to me. That said, I have no problem with people that have to use it because they are not like gamers. They just like a few games, so they are not good at it. Or not even like average, so they need to use it in order to see the ending. That's fine. But I don't enjoy doing that as like a quote-unquote veteran, you know? Well, not quote-unquote, I am a veteran at this point. So many white hairs not to be, you know? Alright, lady.
Hunger.
I know, you're always hungry, bro.
Let me go.
Hold still. What is it worth to you? I've never picked that option ever, I don't think.
You don't look well at all.
Our good old floating vampire there.
Mother of God!
Oh, down he goes. Not much blood in that guy. I already drained pretty much everything there. But I'm glad it was enough for lady here.
The heat. What just happened?
Sure.
I tried to. My name is
Really?
E.
Yeah.
I tried to tell Rolf. He left me with so many questions.
I should probably get a
He
humanity point here,
doesn't
right?
hate me
If I'm
anymore.
mistaken.
I'll go see him. Oh, about tonight.
There you go. I have to try to blackmail her because I'm pretty sure she doesn't have anything.
That bitch out. There's one less Phil in the world.
One less fill. What can I do?
Now that you let
What did I load?
the bitch who owns.
There you go. So there goes the humanity point, right? Just immediately lost it. Okay, so I have 9. So one more. So what do I need here? Let me think. So persuasion 3 should be enough. Raising research is always good. And research is completely based on intelligence too, which is a problem. The rest is pretty good here. Luckily, because of the dexterity points here, this is amazing. This is pretty good even for like early downtown here. Combat, I don't need to worry about it too much, especially because Protean is going to carry me anyway. So yeah, I'm going to just put a point in Protean early here. Hopefully I'm not going to regret that. We'll probably be doing the Ocean House too, so I might regret like today, like during the episode. They put like a point in stamina or something just to lower the amount of blood I'm be losing. Okay, so first of all, let me just deliver the item to Mercurio here. I think that with Protean 3, I'm pretty sure that I can take on the Asian Vampire. There you go, bro. I got another humanity point there. I think this quest only gives you a humanity point, right? Yeah, I don't think that this quest gives you an XP point. Oh, it does. Okay. Alright. So I don't shapeshift just yet. I get 1-2 wits, the aggravated damage. So we get extra protection, so extra defense, plus 2 stamina. That's pretty good. Yeah, alright. It's not super crazy just yet, but we'll get there. That guy is sleepy as hell. I just woke up, so I might like yawn a little bit here. But I'm not sleepy at all, which is rare. I usually record this game while kind of sleepy, being kind of sleepy. But that's normal for me. I have insomnia anyway, so I don't sleep a whole lot to begin with. Oh, I forgot. I need to drop a thing on the mailbox. That's why I'm here. Where is it? This one, right? Yeah. So I also need to... Did I deliver the Carson quest yet? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I need to go back to Arthur here. Way too many things to do at the same time here. Okay, so we should have a new email here. From Dad. Sorry, messed up. Nicely done. Excellent. But because of the charisma problem, I might not be able to like max out Protean right now, Santa Monica, but that's okay-ish. As long as I have Protean ready to go for like the the Vic quest. Or the Brother Canker there. That might be okay. We'll see. Alright, let me just go to the asylum and get the quest for Vandal done. Actually, you know what? I can... Yeah. I'm gonna go to Arthur first. Get the quest. Then I'm gonna go and do the Asian Vampire real quick. It's not going to get any better than what I am right now in terms of like combat skills anyway. Then I'm gonna go and do the quest. I deliver the Asian Vampire quest and then do the quest for Vandal there. The asylum.
What, Shake? What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
What do you mean? Okay.
Man, well, hell, I got... Well, yeah, great. Well, he was most... That's right. Oh, yeah. All right.
There you go. That is probably the easiest dialogue to skip in the entire game, to be honest. There's not much thought into that one in terms of like what numbers do you need to press. Everything is at one there. Now, if you use that logic for every single dialogue in the game, eventually you're going to mess up. Probably pretty early too. But it's mostly a sure bet, especially in Santa Monica here. Okay, so just double checking. Okay, so that should be enough. I'm going to use it once just to check. So I already have bashing 3. Might not help me too much here, but defense 4 is pretty good. Hacking because of the wits, but I don't know if I can hack while using Protean. We'll see. We'll have to test that. Yeah, so right now I don't have a whole lot of extra damage here. Plus 4 to strength is the next level. So if I mess up here, I could like postpone this quest. We'll see. Come on, bro. Come down. Where are you? Oh. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Let me heal here a little bit. Routine is going to last a lot here. I used 3 times. So that means I have 3 minutes. So it should be okay. Oh my god, bro. That's so unlucky. If you leave me alone for long enough, he'll start using the guns. Usually he uses the crossbow, I'm pretty sure. But I'm using the arsenal mod, so I'm gonna go right for the shotgun. Right, I don't like fighting this guy on this side because he always breaks here on this side. Dragon's Breath, I think. Oh, I was so close. Man. I was going to try to leave and heal a little bit. Didn't work. Alright, but I know it's doable now, so that's okay. We need to be patient. That is ridiculous. That is insane. That is completely insane. Like, because when he jumped, I wasn't in his line of sight. He switched to the Dragon's Breath immediately. And then just blasted me in the face like 3 times. That is not cool, man. That is definitely bullshit. That is not how this should work at all, but it is what it is. Come on. Oh, really? Come on. Oh my god. Why are you so slippery right now? Yeah, I think the way to go here is like interrupting my combo. I cannot like completely go for the full combo here. I need to chill for a second. So what works for him works for me too, so I can hide here. That should be enough. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right in the head, look. Her head is on fire. Oh my god, man. There you go. Took a few tries, but we did it. Alright, back. So I'm pretty sure that there's nothing on the other side. I got a Dragon's Breath early. That's crazy. This weapon is like crazy strong. It's like, yeah, 50 lethality. That's so crazy. Like using the weapon is not going to be great, but it is an option now. How many bullets do we have actually? That is relevant. 2. Well, that's not bad, I guess. Probably 2 will count as 1 because it has like 2 holes, I guess. I don't know anything about guns, so I don't know how to call that part of the weapon there. Whatever. Alright, so we got this quest. Actually, I need to feed here. Let me see. We have guard, lady. I think it's doable. YOLO forever. He might get aggro here, so I might have to. Oh my god. To hide. No, we're good. Okay. That's enough for now. This should not take some damage here.
Yo, good.
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Alright.
Bertram said.
There you go. So the lady upstairs. Wait. The lady upstairs like feels like the name of like a Lars von Trier movie. Like a Tarantino movie.
Sheesh, is this place... I thought coming to LA was gonna be...
Not Tarantino, was the name of the guy? Shyamalan?
Really?
Yes. Go donate.
Guess I'm going to the blood bank then.
I might get a little bit of you later.
Anyway.
I can already get the quest to the Ocean House here too. Alright, again I need to be careful with the dialogues here. Okay, let me say good.
If you'll excuse me.
Oh, I already got the Ocean House quest. The last episode. Right? Just occurred to me. Yeah. I don't know why I thought. I was like, I'm already here. I'm going to get the quest anyway. I forgot in the last episode I did that. Oh, okay. All right. So Arthur now? No, I already did the Arthur thing actually. I'm all over the place. So I'm going to do that. This here, and then I'm gonna go to the beach. I was gonna feed on the lady, but there's a... Yeah. Not gonna work here. Not a good setup. I definitely want to be like with the entire blood pool before I go to the Ocean House. I'm gonna get the key here just because.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look.
Let me double check it real quick. I saw the murder scene. Yeah.
I gotta hit downtown.
That's the other
for
one
a
I
few
want to
days,
check.
Maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got
Alright,
something to
so-
discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the
Bail
Skyline
bonds.
Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
Actually, I'm not sure if she wants that. Lily, that is. I'm going to start dropping stuff here because this is going to be my home for the rest of the game anyway. Asylum, no. Virgil, I'm not going to use this anymore. Actually, alright, so I'm going to put the sellables and important stuff here, and then I'm going to put this useless stuff here. Like sellables? Syllables? I actually don't know. Now that I think of it. Actually, I need one of these. Because I need to deliver the drug trip quest to Trip. I'm not sure exactly. I think this is the firearms book if I'm mistaken. So I don't need to walk around this one just yet. Pill bottle. Okay. Because I did things in a slightly different order here, I'm having trouble remembering what I have done already. You have this like routine that you establish when you play something a lot. And if you deviate from that, I messed up. Oh no. So if you deviate from that even a little bit, you will have trouble remembering stuff. Okay, so let me see if there's a cop nearby here. No, actually. Weird. I'll take it. I got a criminal, but not a masquerade violation here. So it never occurred to me. So I guess the item he takes is this one, right? But let's test. So we have one of each. I have 3 prescription bottles actually. Let's see which one he's going to get.
Thanks for coming back. Really?
Discount.
All right,
The
here's
first
what we
angle
got
point.
today.
I'm going to sell these. Might as well. Yeah, so he gets just the big box. Alright, that's what I want to know. Okay. Well, there's a lot of drugs there, so could be any of them. Especially because we are in the States here. In the States, pretty much every drug, aka medicine that you can buy, can get you addicted apparently. Like every drug is a soda, and every drug is trying to figure out how they can make their own coke. Like their magical compound that does what it's supposed to do, like cure like a condition, and also get someone addicted, right? That's where the whole opioid thing came from. You get them addicted, they don't have enough money to buy the regular drugs anymore, so they have to go to the underground and get like heroin and stuff. I don't know why I went down that path, but they traversed it. Okay, so hopefully I have all the items here, because I've been messing around with the items earlier. Hopefully I didn't remove anything from my inventory in order to give it to Lily here. He forgives me.
Hi. This life's been hard on him, both of us, but he forgives me.
Good. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You brought my Lily back.
Oh man.
We're gonna be getting out of it.
Jack comes out of the box. Who doesn't?
If the head vampire.
It's filled with the holy steak.
Okay. How about
Yes?
unit? I'll buy it.
There goes. Daydream Believer, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the beach house here because it's the closest. Oh, I cannot reclaim quest. Yeah. It's fastest to just go back using the same route. Oh. Not like that, but hey. Yeah, so I have Persuasion 3. That should be enough for the guy to give me the money. Hopefully he'll buy the chewing gum here too. I think the order is important. The order in which I give him the items for him to buy. So I'm going to try to not mess up here.
You have any of those items?
Yeah, there you go, chewing gum. Steak. Yeah, unicorn blood. You can have 2 bags.
As soon as I have 3 bags, I should have enough to become human again. You have any of...
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I think I have an...
Alright, so I need to sell the 3 bags? Okay.
Yeah. Here you...
His name is Rodriguez. He's probably downtown. Good luck.
You won't have to live like this anymore. I'm going to kill the head vampire.
I'm sure Nines is not going to get bothered by that at all. He's the most veteran soldier in the battlefield after all. He must have taken care of like many daydream believers back in his day. That's wishful thinking. Alright, so we have 8. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 here just to get the research points up. I'm going to keep the rest. Okay, so I delivered a bunch of stuff. So I need to go back to Arthur and to Vandal, and then I'm done. Alright. Not bad. Yeah, so we'll have enough time for the Ocean House. Okay, so I'm here trying to like think of like, I was going to say places, but that's not the correct term that I'm looking for. Like dialogue lines that I've been using with 3s here. Do you think if I have already messed up here, or if I still have
Hey there, Hutz.
the chance to get the
So
achievement?
what'd you find? All right. See you around.
Yep. Yep. We're good. Muddy. Mr. Milton.
These streets lead to the spinal columns of the great beast's hall. All you walk willingly to the eternal feast of the guilty. I have seen the face of the demon.
These guys never stopped existing. They are just online now. It's the same thing. The game is like prophetic in a bunch of ways. That's one of them. I forgot. What do I need to do here? Actually. Oh yeah, I don't need to come here. I need to go to Vandal, yeah. See, my brain's in the first part of the quest, apparently. Stuck there. The bones of your ancestors. The guy's going bonkers there. Alright. Oh, Jesus.
Sweet girl.
There you go.
5.
Go 7. 7 XP points and 7 humanity. Okay, so hopefully I'm not forgetting anything here, but we're good, I think. So let's go to the Ocean House here. So there's that achievement that I told you guys about. I think about the rats, right? So I think you have to feed on, if I'm not mistaken, like 75 rats or something. So I have animalism, so rats are useful for me here. That said, I'm not going to walk around the sewers much. So probably I should wait for the inevitable the inevitable Nosferatu playthrough to complete this one. I'm also lazy. I don't want to walk around looking for rats all the time either. But I need one more here. I don't want to Go to the ocean house without the full pool of blood there. The blood pool. Pool of blood is rough. I mean, it means the same thing, kinda, sorta. But the context is king on that one. You need to explain before you say that. Every time I think of like a pool of blood, I'm reminded of like the Countess Bathory there. The quote-unquote vampire, the historical vampire. That's one that I've always wondered, like, how many times that story got like bigger and bigger over the centuries. And went from like an annoying countess lady there, to, like bathing in blood and stuff like that. Okay. So we are not going to have Nosferatu in this version. Not the clan, the character showing up in the screens on the above floors there. I don't need to do anything down here. Pretty sure that there's nothing down here. Other than like some lore. Run, Forrest! Okay, so the head thing here with like the newspaper there can be a 50-50. So some mods you can get stuck here. I'm just going to save here just in case. Right here. Should be okay. Thinking about heads in washing machines. That's one hell of a segue though. This year has been so good for horror, it's amazing. This might be the best year in horror in like decades. No joke. The amount of movies that are coming out, and good movies. Just like the last two, like Obsession and Backwards, have been like so incredibly successful early in their runs. And they were like, they are in cinemas right now at the same time as a Star Wars movie. And the Star Wars movie is actually floundering. That's the correct term. If it isn't, I apologize, but you know what I mean. Which is one hell of a shift from like even like a few years before, you know. But I think that says more about the state of the Star Wars franchise than it says about like the state of horror. You know what I mean? That's like a glass half full type of perspective coming from a horror fan. But I'm sure that if you are like a Star Wars fan, it has not been good. Not been close. This is not good either. I don't know, but I'm always freaked out about these like miniature things. Like, you always see those in movies and stuff. There's people that actually like work with like making miniature versions of everything, like miniature like cities and stuff. I might die here because I'm kind of low. Come on, just don't hit. Alright, got hit by one. That's good. The part of the vase there got stuck in my face. Yeah, so I don't even remember what I was talking about, but for sure it was regarding the successfulness of horror right now. that was actually an interesting discussion that I was watching some videos about, which is what kind of message the studios in Hollywood, the big old Hollywood, will get from the success of like Iron Lung and Backrooms and all these like YouTuber type movies, or even like Shelby Oaks, which was not like a colossal success, but it exists, you know what I mean? Just like Lights Out back then. What they will like conclude for that from that this whole situation in which like a bunch of indie films are like kicking the ass of like a Star Wars movie and movies like that. So will they start investing more in YouTube movies, therefore like degrading the quality? Because if there's more, like not everybody's going to be able to make a good movie. So everybody that has like an ARG on YouTube, for example, will be able to do a movie like a Mandela Catalog movie or like a Gemini Entertainment like movie. Is it entertainment? I don't remember. But I know ARGs in general. And will that only happen to horror, or like other genres will have like a chance? Like there's a bunch of kids stuff on YouTube, like a bunch of like cartoons and things like that. What about Ruby? RWBY, right? Ruby? Like the Rooster Teeth cartoon there. What about that becoming like a live action stuff? I don't know how there's no like cartoons of like Baby Shark. Probably there is, you know. So I'm just spitballing here, but it's interesting to like imagine what is going to happen in the near future with like YouTube movies and like indie movies doing so well. All I know that is like A24 and like Blumhouse will keep investing. But A24 is always like a more like ethereal concept, and Blumhouse is always horror. So who knows what exactly is going to happen in terms of like the style of movies that they will invest in. Odds are it's going to be only horror for a good while until someone like does like a romance or like a war movie that works out really well in the box office in terms of like people on YouTube, you know what I mean? Or like documentaries and stuff. Okay, finally we can use this thing. There you go. For the win. That's the first time in like, I don't know, like 10 playthroughs. Probably since my last Gangrel playthrough. That we like have used the actual book. It's so rare. I should just sell that for a few dollars. I was going to say pieces of gold. Wrong game, bro. I keep thinking like what things on YouTube that I have watched that I would like to see like either a show or like a movie of. Because the show is the next step, right? Movie is cool, but there's a lot of content on YouTube that you cannot put in a movie. They just either don't work because they are too far removed of like that type of storytelling, of like 2-hour storytelling. Like beginning, middle, and end and stuff like that. They are more like well suited to be like stories told in a serial format. So I keep thinking like what's going to happen next. I don't know how Shudder is not investing more in that instead of like A24 and Blumhouse and stuff. And I get that they are not that necessarily like a developing studio. They have a few originals and stuff like that, but they are not like a Netflix or something like that. Someone that like is always trying to expand their own catalog with their own stuff, you know what I mean? But I think there's so much untapped potential there. And it's getting like pretty obvious now. And it doesn't matter if the things are good or not, it just matters if they are successful or not. Which is basically like the entire last phase of Marvel movies, right? If they do reasonably well, who cares if it's good? And the later ones were bad and didn't do well, so yeah, I definitely need to heal myself here. should be able to traverse here without dying. I know I can pause in the middle here, but man, I don't have patience for that. In anti-tribute, you definitely need to heal here first, right? Because you get burned by the sun here. Alright. Well, as always, you guys know, if you have watched my content for like a decent length of time here, that every time I have to do the Ocean House quest, I need to come up with stuff to talk about. Because there's not a whole lot to do here, and it's always the same quest, right? So, not like it's going to change from playthrough to playthrough. That said, I'm really passionate about the topic I was talking about. I'm actually interested to see how it's gonna go down, you know? And not because I post videos on YouTube and stuff, but YouTube is the only type of media that I consume at this point. That and movies. So I basically, I have a TV here. I haven't turned this TV on, I'm going to be honest, in like 4 or 5 years. So basically, the only person that watches stuff here is my nephew. He's like 6, 7 years old. Not 6, 7, I mean 6 or 7. And he watches cartoons and stuff, but that's about it. I don't turn it on for like anything. I don't watch Brazilian TV whatsoever. I haven't watched in many years. So YouTube's kind of my home, really. I watch YouTube every single day. I'll always be on the side of the YouTubers, like in terms of like at least trying or giving them a shot. If they're honestly trying to, like earnestly, trying to like deliver a good product and tell a good story, and they are passionate about it. It's not like just a cash grab, you know what I mean? Oh, this studio gave me like $30 million. I'm going to cash in on 10 and do like a okay-ish, hopefully, movie for like 20 million, you know what I mean? No, most of these guys are like really passionate about it. They're either self-funded or funded like by people that like believe that they will be able to deliver, you know what I mean? So before delivering the items there, because I will have to lose some XP here, right? Because I'll have to give the items to Jeanette. I'm going to heal a little bit here. Maybe Mr. Malcolm here will already have the full blood pool. So yeah, if you are not interested in this type of discussion, my god, this was boring as hell for you, and I apologize for that. But I do think it's like such a wild shift from where we were before the pandemic to now. Like the pandemic really changed everything about everything in terms of like the media world. Everything's so different now. And the anti-vaxxers too, my god. They got multiplied by like 100 all over the world, including here. Yeah, a lot of stuff changed for the worse, but some changes might be for the better, we'll see. And I imagine, what about vampires? What happened to vampires? Like, if... Not what happened. What would happen is a better question there. But I keep imagining, like, would COVID affect them in any way? Would they be like would they be like less interested in feeding on someone that had COVID or something like that? I know that happens with like different conditions and stuff. So I imagine if COVID would be like a deterrent, maybe. Right, if a vampire is hungry, they might even like try to drain all the vampires. So that's not like something that will like keep a vampire from feeding forever, you know. But
not even a knock?
Oh.
I could.
Actually, I was hoping I'd run into you. There you go.
Really?
Really? Therese around?
Therese is out.
I need to give something for Therese.
Ooh.
Therese, sorry. Of course. Here, take it.
It's beautiful. Like a knight in shining armor. Dangling at the end of a noose.
Alright. So make sure Therese gets it. She said she'd call off the feud with Tom.
Oh, Oh, did she now?
Yes.
I spend a few nights with Bertram, and all of a sudden he's the pox of Santa Monica. Paranoia and Therese have been bedfellows for longer than I can remember. Indulge my curiosity. What did you really think of Therese?
Alright, I have to brutalize here as much as possible. I can't stand her type.
We're identical twins.
That's probably the wrong answer, right?
That is unfortunate, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know Gallery Noir
Wait.
down the whole of I'm sure to.
Yeah. I've never intentionally. There you go.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings.
Well,
What was it?
I'm sure it's okay.
I can't remember. Oh well, have fun decorating.
You see that I have a lot of tact, like social skills there. Of all the options I picked, like I had 4 options. I picked the only wrong one. That's a very strong dating game there. Pick 4 options. The one thing that you should never tell a woman. I always pick that one. How old are you? You know what I mean? Is your hair real? Yeah. Alright, so where... Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, Gary Noir, sorry. Again, my head was in the next step. So let's just defeat the golem here and finish around here. Donkey!
Hey! Huh? And who
So definitely he's going to say, yeah, that I suck, right?
Yeah? That pay well? Taking one look at you, I'd say no.
No.
No. Look,
No disrespect, but you suck. What a nice guy. That's why I love him. Okay, so this should be doable. But again, before not having the +4 strength and the combo, this might be a problem. So, Able, God, Lilith, by Lilith. I've seen so many different versions of this fight with different like creatures. It's good to actually fight the blood going for a change. Alright, I'm going to unequip this. Protein. Yeah, this is going to be a long fight for sure. Let's start healing already. With the aggravated damage. See, when they move around and when I move during the combo, I need to readjust my screen to readjust the position of the crosshairs. That was what I was talking about in the last episode, so that's why I don't like this combo. And also the fact that you can almost never connect the full combo on anybody, unless the target is like stationary. Just asking a lot of enemies in any game, right? Just stand still for a second. Just going to hit you with this knife here real quick, okay? Just like rearranging your facial structure. Oh yeah, I need to get the charity box so she can be like happy about that. Alright, almost at 15. So I can get my +4 strength here, which is what I want. Alright, so let me cancel this. Okay guys, so yeah. So we did a lot of stuff here. Because I did so many things like at the same time and stuff, this felt different because I was delivering quests in like different times and stuff. So it kind of felt like unique in a way. So before I say my goodbyes here, let me just feed here first. But yeah, I apologize for the whole diatribe about the YouTube thing and horror and stuff. You guys are not into that stuff. Which I find hard to believe for like vampire fans, but it is what it is. Oh, come on, Chunk. Are you going to sing now? Really? Bad voice. So yeah, I apologize about that, but we got through the quest. That was the main goal there. I think if I get him from this side, I should be in the clear here. Let's test my theory here. Should be okay. I was trying to heal the aggravated damage there, but that might be a lot of blood points. So you know what, I'm just going to leave that for now. But I'll have to heal a little bit. I need to fight the guys at the diner. And that particular fight in that tiny location with proteins are not going to be great for me, I don't think. Alright guys, so we'll continue Santa Monica here in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.